everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Tomorrow night will be the next new episode for our favorite series on Utah's Brown family. We have been following this family for, 10 years since they came into the media spotlight with their first episode on TLC, which chronicled the lives of the Brown family, led by Kody Brown, with first wife Mary Brown, second wife Janelle Brown, and third wife Christine Brown, and then the addition of fourth wife Robin Brown. Since the addition of Robin, it's been pretty clear that things in the family and in terms of the overall quality of the wives' lives and happiness and Kody has changed. There's been a dramatic upheaval in the family life numerous times due to moves. The family moved from Utah to Nevada, and now from Nevada to Arizona. And now in Arizona, during the season of season 14, the most of the episodes are focusing around Kody Brown's desire to have all of his family under one roof. Throughout these first few episodes of the season, he and his wives have sat down to discuss whether or not they want to live together, with Christine Brown, wife number 3, being very adamant about her desire not to cohabitate with any of her sister wives. Janelle Brown has been very much for it, but Mary Brown also shared her displeasure about the idea of sharing a home with a man, Kody, who she has a tenuous relationship with right now, and she desires to have much more than what he would like to give her. His fourth wife, Robin, on the other hand, she seems to do whatever Kody wants her to do, and at this point seems undecided. But last week, as they sat down to do the whys and why not, it was clear that the family could not come to an agreement about living under one roof. And with Christine adamant that she was not going to do it, they came to an impasse. With Kody unable to get what he wants, it appears this coming week will be Kody discussing his disenchantment with his life, where things are and where things are going. In fact, there could be indication that he's simply not happy in this life anymore, and it's pretty obvious several of his wives are also not happy. On this channel, we have featured a lot of content related to plural marriage, and it's clear that the Browns have had their ups and downs, and lately, with the tone of this season, it's evident they don't really like each other that much. In a teaser clip that was released by Us Weekly, Kody Brown actually says that he doesn't like it when his wives get along. In fact, he said, when I was younger, I used to get a lot of pleasure. When I was younger, it used to be a lot of pleasure to me when I'd see my wives goofing off and playing and having fun together. I just don't see plural marriage in the same light I used to. I'm struggling with plural marriage, and I'm struggling with my wives, and I'm struggling with their conflict. We're at a stage in our lives now where we're far apart and we're struggling with getting along. He admitted he was cynical, and part of this reason is that he believes that the entire discussion around the one home idea was because his wives were getting along. So he said, we had an entire discussion about one home, and I think there's a tendency, especially with my presentation of this one house idea, where there's some sort of loyalty bond that they get with each other, with each there. It's me or them, for example. Well, my sister wife doesn't like this one house idea, so I'm going to side with her instead of my husband. Kody doesn't like not getting what he wants, and when he doesn't get what he wants, he clearly likes to pin the wives against each other. In what world would it be wrong for women to actually get along and support one another's choice? In what world would it be bad that a friend would want to help support another friend's idea? If one person is not comfortable living in that home, why should everyone live in that home together? Well, in the world of polygamy, Kody himself would be the priesthood or the head of the household, so therefore should have the say in the one house idea. But Kody says now that he views it completely different, and it's not exactly what he wants. This is pretty clear that this is not what any of them want, to be honest. There's long been rumors that Kody spends very little time with his other wives, and that he spends most of his time with his legal wife, Robin. He and Mary, their relationship has all but ended, although they still remain in a spiritual marriage. And Christine and Janelle, no longer having children and theoretically basically being single mothers, don't spend a whole lot of time with Kody anymore. So with all that being said, with so many people unhappy, why would they continue to stay in this world? Well, it's simple. They believe in that covenant that says if they don't stay together, they will not get their eternal celestial kingdom. It seems as though the women maybe have wisened up and realized that if they band together, they don't have to be miserable, which is in turn making Kody miserable. Mr. Arrogant, narcissistic Kody, who can't manipulate his wives into a single home. We'll find out more about this conflict, but I don't understand how anyone would be unhappy about women goofing off and getting along. In the clips, the women were literally playing in the snow, making snow angels and throwing snowballs at each other. Why is that a bad thing? But because Kody is a jerk, he doesn't like it. They shouldn't talk to each other because if they talk to each other and have any loyalty to one another, he won't get what he wants. Oh, Kody, you're such a scammer. Tomorrow night, the episode will air at 9 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you check it out. And I will be running a, recap on Monday. We'll go through the entire episode. We'll also be hoping to bring more content related to more of the Browns behind the cameras, because we've learned that things are not always as they seem, and the way that it's portrayed on TV is not exactly how plural marriage works in the real world. All right, you guys, I'll be back later with more. Bye, guys.